Country Crazy's evening news break. Forge Wars star Jared Schultz has been charged with DV against Brandy Pisante. Pelosi flips after aircraft that poses a probable threat triggers Capitol evacuation. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi stomped her foot in a rhetorical fit of over a Wednesday incident that led to the brief evacuation of the Capitol. 35.2 million in meth was seized from a big rig hauling strawberry puree. Customs and border officials say Biden's decline is obvious to everyone but the press. No, my source of power, cries disintegrating Fauci as mask mandates are lifted. Goat Idol completes a 3-year journey to Arkansas Capitol building. Fury does not plan to retire. Gypsy King's wife Paris is caught saying no chance as he talks about hanging up his gloves after brutally stomping Dylan White at Wembley. OP slams Republicans for deciding that democracy is what's wrong with America while accusing them of abandoning faith in free elections. This is what Malware states. Dr. Fauci says the CDC knows more than a no experience Florida federal judge who's struck down the CDC's plan to public transit mask mandate. Ship carrying thousands of gallons of diesel sinks near Galapagos Island, sparking fears of ecological disaster. And Dr. Oz bought thousands of dollars of Trump-backed hydroxychloroquine pills during the pandemic. Tech firms rip apart new washing machines so they can harvest their computer parts in a bid to beat the global micro shortage. In China, COVID-stricken Shanghai officials block off residential buildings with infected dwellers inside under strict lockdown of city's 25 million people. Identified Texas National Guard soldier who presumably drowned in the Rio Grande River, and 22-year-old Bishop Evans, who died trying to save 2 migrants suspected of drug trafficking, and his body still has not been recovered. A guardsman who presumably drowned trying to save alleged narcotic smugglers was identified Sunday as 22-year-old Specialist Bishop E. Evans. We are praying for his family. Our next greats, House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy over leaked Trump audio and says GOP leaders' support for the ex-president is an illness. Texas Democrat Henry Cuellar says no boundary community wants Title 42 lifted and accuses the Biden administration of listening to immigration advocates over frontline agents and sending mixed messages. Ratcliffe predicts that still classified documents will blow Durham's inquiry wide open. Biden forgets who members of Congress are and seems to point at the air again. Biden did not want Harris to be Joe's VP after she attacked his racist opposition to busy during heated primary. President also expressed concerns about her romance with political mentor. Lewis said Biden's DHS blocked Republicans from viewing border at night. Biden's DHS officials stepped in and blocked the visit. They canceled an overnight trip to the border because they didn't want my Republican colleagues to see the flood of migrants. Here's a crazy news break.